welcome from Vietnam! The second country in my 2 weeks Asia trip is my home country, Vietnam. We stayed 6 days in Saigon and ate a lot of good food. So today I'm gonna show you 8 must-eat foods in Vietnam. Make sure to grab a snack and let's get started on the first dish. The first dish we have here is Bánh Cuốn. This is rice roll. It's made with pork, onion, jicama, and mushrooms, rolled in the thinnest layer of rice flour batter. You definitely need to drench this with fish sauce for additional flavor. Let's take our first bite. 3, 2, 1. So delicious. The rice flour is soft and silky, then you get the crunchy texture of the jicama and the chewy pork and mushroom combinations. It's just, I cannot get enough of it. These are the various types of chả lụa, which is Vietnamese sausages. It's a staple when you eat bánh cuốn. Another add-on is this, which is bánh cong. It's a fried shrimp cake with mung bean. It's crunchy, that adds texture to the whole dish. And before you know it, we finished our first meal. The second dish has a special place in my heart. It's bún bò, which is spicy beef and pork noodle soup. This used to be my #1 favorite food in the entire world when I was a kid, and it was a struggle to eat it because I have a very low spice tolerance. But now many restaurants can adjust their spice levels to your bún bò. This is chả Huế, which is ham made from Huế or Central Vietnam. Each regions in Vietnam have their own version of sausages, but this one has its own kick of peppercorn that spices up this warm bowl of noodle soup. And to no surprise, we finished it. It was so yummy. The third dish is my true love, bánh bột lọc, or steamed tapioca dumplings. Like I mentioned earlier, every region in Vietnam has their own twist to each dish, and this one is the style from Phan, a coastal city in southeast Vietnam. What makes this special in comparison to the regular bánh bột lọc is that this is bite-sized. The inside is purely just shrimp wrapped in this chewy tapioca dough. It's slightly sweet and spicy from the fish sauce and a bit of crispiness from the fried shallot. I'm warning you, this is pretty addicting, so if you eat one, you might want to ask for another one and another one and another one until you finish all the boxes that you bought. This is bánh bèo, or steamed rice cake topped with shrimp, fried shallots, green onions, and fried pork skin. How you eat it is by drowning it with fish sauce. Do you see the theme here? And enjoy the soft and silky taste of the rice cake with the savory topping and of course the crunchy pork skin. As you can see, these small dishes are great as appetizers, but I can promise you, you might want to order 10 or more dishes because you may want to eat it as your main dish because it's that addicting. Good morning. We're going to get our breakfast. The fifth item is soy, or sticky rice. There are many types of soy, and I promise you they all are delicious. But today we'll be eating soy bắp and soy đậu đen. To generalize what soy is, it's made from combining glutinous rice, coconut milk, sugar, salt, and water, then steam it to turn into sticky rice. But with that, people add various ingredients to achieve different flavors. In particular, soy bắp has hominy, mung bean, fried scallops, and we sprinkle a bit of sugar for a bit of sweetness. I love this for breakfast because it has this full taste of mung bean, and the sticky rice with corn is filling but not heavy to the stomach. This is probably my top 5 favorite soy because I could never find it here in California. Let's have another bite until we switch to soy đậu đen, or black bean sticky rice. This usually gets paired with coconut cream, so give it a try if that combination sounds good to you. An epitome of a hearty Vietnamese breakfast that will get you through the day is cơm tấm or broken rice. This is a dish filled with ingredients that are fresh, flavorful, hearty, and memorable. Broken rice is rice grains broken or fractured during the milling process. It's about half the size of jasmine rice and is on the drier side, which is why you want to add fish sauce when you eat this. If you want to have a fulfilling kickstart to your morning, then you need to add cơm tấm to your must-try list. Now, there are some dishes that are loved by locals that did not originate from Vietnam. Let me introduce you to hủ tiếu Nam Vang, or noodle soup from Phnom Penh, a city in Cambodia. Let me preface that I absolutely dream of this dish every single day in the US. You can have the noodle dry or with the soup. I always prefer to have the soup separate because I enjoy eating the noodle mixed in with the house-made soy sauce. There's something so delicious about this marinated chewy rice noodle mixed with the green onions, the crispy fried shallots, and the tiny bits of minced pork that is like perfection in your mouth. I love my noodle chewy rather than soggy, so this just hits the spot flawlessly. This noodle is never ending, but I'm not complaining. I'm salivating while editing this video. I need to book my flight to Vietnam again, ASAP. Afterward, you slurp the warm savory soup filled with different types of meat, shrimp, quail egg. It's perfect for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, who am I kidding? I honestly can eat this at any time of the day. So please do yourself a favor and try this when you're in Vietnam. Another one of my absolutely favorite food to eat in Vietnam is mì Wonton or wonton noodle soup. As you may know, this originated in China and is one of many Vietnamese favorite late night meal.
It's like in the middle of an alleyway, but I swear it's so good.
This bowl contains chewy egg noodles, shrimp wonton, shredded pork, and shrimp cracker in a chicken and pork broth. It's flavorful and well-rounded. What makes the egg noodle so special from others' noodle is that it's very chewy and bouncy. Even if you leave it in the hot soup longer than ideal, it doesn't become soggy. Then you take a sip of the broth and you will understand why this warm bowl of noodle soup is still well-loved in the hot summer night. A perfect meal always includes a drink, so let me introduce you to nước mía or sugarcane juice. Like the name, this comes from extracting the juice from the sugarcane. It's naturally sweet and extremely refreshing. Additionally, you can add a bit of calamansi or anything citrusy to enhance the flavor. Now, shall we get back to eating? This trip to Vietnam is dedicated to the food of my childhood. Of course, there are literally endless amount of delicious Vietnamese food, but maybe that prompts for another trip to Vietnam in the upcoming future. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoy seeing the various food that the locals love to eat in Vietnam, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!